At this year's World Economic Forum on East Asia in Vietnam, business leaders were eager to meet and listen to the investment chief of Indonesia, a country that many believe is poised for big things.
Indonesia has, I think, to build certain brand equity. And that brand equity is what Indonesia has lacked.
Hey Don, how are you? Good to see you again.
Gita Wirjawan and his team are aiming to fix that. From Ho Chi Minh City, Wirjawan flew to Shanghai to attend a forum and face-to-face talks with Chinese business people, alongside the leaders of some of Indonesia's most dynamic provinces. Indonesia managed to attract some $10.5 billion in FDI last year, despite the global slowdown, and it's looking to increase that amount by some 15% this year. But given the amount of foreign direct investment committed so far in 2010, it looks well on track to exceed that target. Indonesia's economy grew an impressive 4.5% last year, driven by the consumer spending of 240 million people, one of the country's big selling points. Swiss food giant Nestle has spent $100 million to boost production in East Java at what is now one of its 10 biggest milk factories in the world.
As the population is large, it's a growing population, it's a fantastic opportunity for a business like ours. And with that, we have been able to obviously see that the categories like milk has a tremendous potential. Today, the per capita consumption of milk is still very low in Indonesia, and this has a very big upside potential.
To provide its milk needs, the company has built up a network of 33,000 small-scale farmers grouped together in cooperatives in East Java.
Saat ini karena masih 2 tahun, tapi minimal untuk dari penghasilan dari susu bisa membantu keluarga, terutama mungkin saat ini ketepatan dengan menyekolahkan anak juga. Jadi untuk sementara ini masih bisa membantu di tingkat keluarga seperti itu.
Aside from its large and increasingly affluent population, the other key attraction is its vast wealth of natural resources, including oil and gas, palm oil, coal, and an array of other minerals. But investment in those industries is being hampered by poor infrastructure, the #1 complaint of business people these days.
We need more toll roads, we need more electric power generators, we need more modernization of harbors. Because without such infrastructure, then it's very difficult to imagine private investment to accelerate fast.
The government is earmarking $50 billion for infrastructure development over the next 5 years, and is looking to attract double that from private investors. UAE-owned MEC Holdings has secured land in Kalimantan in Indonesian Borneo to extract coal. To bring it to market efficiently, it's set to build a 136-kilometer railway. Most of the coal will go to power-hungry India and China, and coal is just the start.
The coal mine, the rail, and the port is concerned, it's $1 billion of investment. The second phase comes the aluminum smelter, which is about $4 billion of investment, which is the captive power plant of 1,400 megawatts and 500,000 ton aluminum smelter. And then we'll have the third phase, which will be the agriculture commodities, where we're still working on the feasibility and the numbers on what the total investment is going to be.
By a brand new railway.
To undertake the project, MEC had to work its way through multiple layers of Indonesian bureaucracy, from the central government down to the local level, another impediment to potential investment. To try to untangle the red tape, the investment board has set up a one-stop shop system for business approvals.
We were able to get 15 ministerial sign-offs, and that has been an implementation in Indonesia, in Jakarta, and now we're able to issue a license within 5 hours, the longest 7 days, unlike 4 or 5 months that were needed in previous times. The challenge is how do we emulate and duplicate that, and we have set the target of basically replicating that in all 33 provinces by the end of the year.
Investors say they are noting a change in the government's approach.
Today you can access the government, different authorities to actually discuss about your issues And you find them extremely focused on the fact that they want to attract, they want to facilitate investment into the country.
Improvements in fiscal and economic management are also being noted and rewarded with upgrades to Indonesia's credit rating. And while the country looks set for around 6% growth this year, it can and should aim higher.
And we expect it to continue accelerating in 2011-12. But I think it's still far away from the growth rates that you may see in China or in India. And it could get there, but I think it needs to address some of the key areas that we have discussed. Infrastructure, investment climate, coordination at the government level.
The country's investment chief publicly acknowledges the challenges, but says his team is determined to help clear away the remaining obstacles to elevate Indonesia to the top ranks of investment destinations.